Hello everybody and welcome to episode 32, I think? Maybe 31? I don't know, you guys know. Of Zack plays Steins Gate. Last time we left off, we were looking for Suzuha's father after we had time leaped 2 days in the past, the maximum amount that we could go. 2 days before the time leap machine was even created, and now we have time leaped another day back because apparently somebody was looking to make those pins that Suzuha's dad had. They were looking to make those. So we're gonna see who was requesting those to be made, so that way hopefully we will find her dad, and I personally think that her dad is Dr. Nakabaki. That's my personal guess, and hopefully I'm right. I don't know. This is actually gonna be a shorter episode, just because I realized that all of these past ones have been like 59 minutes, guys, so it's been right on the edge. So this one, since it is 45 minutes to an hour, this one's gonna be on the 45-minute spectrum. So it's gonna be a shorter episode. Let's get into it. My objective is to keep watch on the street vendors stand in the hope that Suzuha's father might appear. I sent Suzuha elsewhere. I don't want her to be disappointed if I come up empty-handed. I'm standing out of sight a short distance away from the stand, munching on energy bars and soy milk to appease my growling stomach. I've already been here for 2 hours. I forgot to ask for the exact time the suspicious character appeared, so I had to begin my stakeout before sunset. Now it's 8 p.m. and the stand looks like it's about to close. Is this another waste of time? Did that foreigner give me false information, but just as I'm finishing my milk? Someone approaches the stand. Is that? I jump out of cover. Daru?
Ocarina?
Daru jumps in surprise, but I'm the one who's really shocked here. What are you doing here?
I was gonna ask the same question.
The storekeeper is looking at us funny, so we decide to change locations. Alright, Daru, what were you doing at that street stand? Don't tell me you were trying to counterfeit duplicates of Taito's pin.
Fine. I won't tell you then.
So that's what's happened. Daru was the suspicious character the foreigner told me about. So all that stuff about judo, pro wrestling, and balloons were referring to Daru's size. Oh. Could he have been more confusing? Damn, it was all for nothing. Good thing I didn't bring Suzuha along. So, why were you trying to make counterfeit versions of the pin?
I wasn't trying to counterfeit it.
Close enough.
Well, I meant it as a backup plan, I guess. Amanishi's gonna be sad if we don't find her old man, right? So if that happens, I'll show her the badges I made and, well, lie that her dad was here.
So you'll give her false hope.
You don't have to put it like that. Remember, there are good lies and bad lies. Bad lies hurt people, good lies save them.
What a rogue J. I still don't know how to say that. I'm just gonna say eroge. Eroge. No, I'm gonna say eroge. Eroge sounds better. What eroge did you get that from?
Cladan? It's not an eroge, it's a visual novel that teaches you the meaning of life, so shut up. So, should I call off Operation Fake Taitor?
Do you really think that will make Suzuha happy? Daru's expression suddenly turned sad.
Amanishi told me not to tell anyone, but I guess I better tell you.
He's got a big mouth, as usual. Still, he seems dead serious, so I bet to hear him out.
I heard this from Amanishi when we were discussing the repairs. Her time machine can only leap to the past.
What? At first, I don't understand what he means. Nonsense, Taitor's time machine could travel both ways.
Did you actually see it?
Well, no.
Besides, when you say Taitor, you mean the one who appeared in 2000, don't you? I don't know anything about that Taitor.
That's right. The Taito I know and Suzuha aren't necessarily the same person. Although their time machines are similar. There are significant differences. For example, one looks like a Chevy and the other looks like a satellite. So, wait.
Once she leaves, she can't come back.
You're saying that if she goes to 1975, she can't return to 2010?
Not without living 35 years in real time.
Is he serious? Does that mean Suzuha's time machine can never return to 2036?
Didn't I just say that?
Then it's defective.
Right, she said the time machine was incomplete.
Incomplete! Incomplete!
According to Amanishi, her old man built it in secret by reverse engineering certain technology. But CERN killed him before he could complete it. Amanishi insists that it's fine as long as she can link to the past, but...
Are you sure about this?
She said so herself. I don't think she was lying. So, if she doesn't meet her old man before the time machine's repaired, she might never get another chance.
So that's why he was trying to make a copy of that pin as evidence that Suzuha's father was here. But making a fake version of his father's pin isn't going to solve anything. A lie is a lie.
But if we don't get caught...
I wave Daru's silence and massage my temples. I need to think. What difference does it make? True, Suzuha might be sad about missing her father, but that's none of my business. My top priority is Mayuri's safety. That's right, I mustn't let my emotions control me. I need to be more rational, more logical. Yes, yes, Uinkuma, yes. Become the Zack that you were always meant to be, yes. Yeah. There's a Japanese proverb, he who pursues two hares will catch neither. However, that sad smile on Suzuha's face. Now I understand what it meant. I feel something tighten deep within my chest. The next day, as night falls, I summon all lab members except Karisu to Radio Kaken. Guys, if it comes down to it, we're choosing Mayuri over Suzuha. I mean, obviously. Obviously. It's boiling hot on the rooftop, even in the evening. When I provide Daru with a refreshing gift of cola, his sweaty face lightens up.
Wow, Okarin, an ice-cold, zero-calorie cola, how thoughtful of you.
Daru happily takes the cola and chugs it straight from the bottle. Afterwards, Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
Hey, Okarin, isn't it amazing that the satellite was a time machine?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, this is all the same. Blah, blah, blah. This is all the same. It was in the last episode. Blah, 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 blee, blah, blah, blee, blah, 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 blee, blee, blah, 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 blee, blee, blah. It's all the same, it's all the same, it's all the same. I look at Daru and Suzuha again. Daru's all about Ferris. It's all the same. As Mayuri leaves, Suzuha comes over to stand beside me. Our shadows are long and murky in the fading lights. It's all the same, it's all the same, it's all the same. A refreshing breeze blows by. It was quite hot a few minutes ago, but the temperature is finally starting to drop.
Hey. There's something I want to say, and I feel like I'll never get another chance. Are you listening?
After a moment's hesitation, I give a little nod. It's all the same, it's all the same, it's all the same. Uh-oh, it's all the same, it's all the same, it's all the same. Oh, 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 it's all the same. I've heard these words before, just like last time, her tone is wistful.
Her time machine can only leap to the past.
The truth I heard from Daru plays in my head, in an endless refrain. Da-da-da-da. It's all the same. I shake my head. It's all the same. It's all the same. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing fantastic on this. I think this video is going up on Tuesday. On this Tuesday. I'm almost done with my spring term, finally. And then I figured out today I actually get summer break for once, because I got no financial aid for summer term. So I just have to wait till fall term, like a normal kid. Oh my god, I get summer break. How exciting. I'm hyped for it. Suzuha looks at the time machine. Daru and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or other. Blah, 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 blee, blah, 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 blee, blah, blee, blah, blee. She smiles, then a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. This time, I know what that smile means. Suzuha obviously knew from the beginning that if she traveled to 1975, she could never return.
Change the future, Akabi Rintaro. Make it a world like this one, where people can be free.
The first time I heard her speak these words, I thought she was sentimental because she couldn't return to her original 2036. I was wrong. Forget about 2036. She can't even return here to 2010, not without living 35 years. She won't be that old, right? She'll be like, what, 50? 50? She'll be 54 when 2010 comes around. The present us and the present Suzuha can never meet again. Suzuha chose this mission, to change the future, to save Mayuri. Unless Suzuha travels to 1975, Mayuri will die. But then, what about Suzuha herself? What if she leaves for 1975? She'll have to sacrifice everything she has here. How does she feel about that? Do you... Do you regret spending time with us?
What do you mean?
Do you regret making new friends here, new memories? Do you wish you'd kept your distance? You've already abandoned one life, now you have to abandon another. In a sense, it's like you're killing yourself.
Did Hashira Itaru tell you?
Suzuha frowns. He's worried about you.
Jeez, I told him not to tell anyone.
Well, how do you feel about going to 1975?
It doesn't matter how I feel.
Suzuha's expression suddenly hardens.
I have to go. It's the path I chose, and it's what my dad wanted.
What if we ask you to stay?
I'll go anyway. One of those guys on App Channel asked what right I have to change the future and decide the fate of the human race. He had a point. But still, I don't want the future to turn out like that. I want people in my time to be free like you. Free to laugh and play, fight and argue, get sad and cry. If I change the future, then no one will die. Not you, not Shina Mayuri, and not my dad. Maybe I don't have the right, but I'm going anyway.
Even if you can never return.
Aw, come on, the 70s aren't a bad time, you know? I'll find friends there just like you guys. We'll have a blast.
Just like that, Suzuha's back to her usual self, but despite her cheerful smile, I'm certain that her resolve was forged from fear and doubt, the likes of which few can imagine. I was a fool to think that my words could sway her. Bye, Suzuha. Thanks for your contribution, Suzuha. I don't really care about you that much, Suzuha. I only care about Mayuri, thanks. Beneath the clear blue sky, the time machine comes to life. Daru's repairs are complete. Mayuri and I help drain the last of the water out of the cockpit. The time machine is still stuck in Radio Keiken's wall, but that's a small matter. Daru gazes at the time machine with a satisfied expression. Mayuri is jumping for joy, and Kadisu, who ran over as soon as she completed the time leap machine, is visibly relieved. Meanwhile, Suzuha is struggling to attach her mountain bike to the time machine's exterior. She likes it so much she wants to bring it with her to 1975. Kadisu was worried that it might cause a time paradox. My heart is still heavy. Should I let Suzuha leave like this? I chide myself for the thought. It's not my choice to make. Suzuha isn't from this time. If she doesn't want to stay, then I have no reason to keep her from leaving. Suzuha finishes securing her bicycle and turns to us with a soft smile. It's not the painful forced smile I saw yesterday. We don't perform a startup test. Activating the time machine would draw too much attention. So, we're just going to wing it. Fortunately, we have the time leap machine for insurance. My only regret is that we couldn't find her father.
Thanks, guys. Really, I can't thank you enough.
Don't forget about us!
If you want to thank me, then let's make out.
Control yourself, perv. The lab mems pat Suzuha on the shoulder and offer words of encouragement, each in his or her own way.
Oh, right. Take this.
Suzuha offers me her folder's pin. In the end, we couldn't decipher the inscription.
This is for you, Okabe Wataru. Keep it in the lab, will you? Somewhere out of sight is fine.
Suzuha. Is she regretting her decision to leave? Is this pin meant to be proof that Amani Suzuha was here with us in this time?
About the pin.
Daru hesitates for a moment, then steps forward.
Why don't we make duplicates for all the lab mems? Make it our symbol, I guess.
Whoa! That's why there's the pin in the future. Future pin was created because of past pin. Whoa! That's a paradox. That's a paradox and a half.
Whoa, that's a great idea.
How unusually thoughtful of you.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
We already took a picture of it, so keep your pen, Amanishi. It belonged to your dad, right?
Yeah, okay.
I stay silent. There's nothing I can say. I could stop Suzuha from leaving, if I tried. But unless she goes, I can't save Mayuri.
Okay, everyone. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mayushi has an important announcement to make.
Mayuri raises her hands and calls for attention. As usual, she completely fails to sense the gravity of the situation, though I suppose it's not our fault for not telling her the truth about Suzuha's time machine. In any case, she has my attention. What could her announcement be? Could Mayuri have found out that she's fated to die? I quickly glance at Karizu, but she just seems just as confused as I am. Then what is it?
Actually, Mayushi found Suzusan's dad.
Huh?
What?
Really?
Mayushi puffs out her chest proudly.
Want to meet him? You do, don't ya? Well, he's here with us today.
Where?
Everyone, including me, starts looking around. Mayuri has us hook, line, and sinker. I scan the empty event hall, but there's no one else here. Where else? Who else could da ba ba? Wait. Where could he be? What? Was I actually right with my original prediction that it was Daru? Or me? What? No way. No way. It has to be Nakabaki, right? Right?
Allow me to introduce you. Suzusan's dad is...
Is that a drum roll?
Ta-da! Suzusan's dad is...
Mary flashes Suzuha a grin.
Daru-kun!
What? She thrusts a finger at Daru. Our mouths drop. After awkward silence comes awkward laughter. That joke's not even logical. It's impossible for this perv to get married in the first place.
Hey, that kinda hurts.
I completely agree with Christina. Daru is fated to become a wizard when he turns 30.
You could be nicer about it, guys, but it's the truth, so I can't object.
Daru falls to his hands and knees, devastated. As for Suzuha herself, she clearly doesn't know how to react.
You know, my dad wasn't fat.
Jeez, you're also mean to Daru-kun.
Mayushi's the only one to stand up for me. You're an angel, Mayushi. Do you love me?
Nope.
Harsh.
Mayushi's 100,000,000% sure that Daru-kun is Suzuha's dad.
Okay, what's your proof?
I was thinking about the letters on Suzusan's pen. After staring at it really hard, I noticed the 7 in 7010 looked a little weird. It's not a 7, it's a 2. The line fell off on the bottom.
Really?
Oh yeah. That does look like it too. Suzuha stares at the inscription on the pin again.
It's so small, I can't tell.
It's easy to see on the picture we took.
2010, but that's this year. Then what do the letters mean? OSHM ****A 7010. That's what's inscribed on the pin.
That's easy. Okabe, Shina, Hashira, Makis. And finally, Amani.
What?
It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look. Everyone thought Mayuri was an idiot, but she saw through it. She saw something that no one else did. She's actually a secret super genius in disguise.
It's our initials.
So I was thinking, why 2010? Then I remembered it's the year of the lab mems.
Year of the lab mems.
The Future Gadget Laboratory was founded this year.
So that's what it is.
And you know, Suzusan has lots of stories about future Okarin and future Christian. but not a single story about Daru-kun, right?
Weren't any about Mayushi either.
Daru's observation startles me. It's an obvious thing to wonder about, but it strikes too close to home.
Well, Mayushi's a lab man, but I can't make time machines, and I don't like fighting. Of course I'm not famous.
No, the reason there aren't any stories about Mayuri is because she dies in a few hours. Only Karisu, Suzuha, and I know that, and we say nothing.
But Daru-kun's a super hacker and Okarin's right arm. He even helped Okarin make phone wave chant, so I thought it was strange Shuzo-san didn't know him.
So, you're saying he used a different name?
Barrel Taitor helped Okarin found the resistance, right? And he was in Akiba in 2010. And he was able to build his own time machine. And he knew about Okarin's reading spaghetti.
Reading signer.
He knew about it. Doesn't that fit Daru-kun perfectly?
She's right.
Do you remember that day Suzu-san went to meet her father? She thought he would be at the time machine offline meet.
We know that because we tailed her.
Daru-kun was supposed to be there too, right?
That meet was seriously important to the history of Japanese sci-fi. At least I got to sneak in while tailing Amanishi.
I don't remember that. It must have happened because of the D-mail I sent. This is the curse of reading Signer. Although I keep my memories from previous world lines, I don't acquire memories of events on new world lines.
Dad once told me about that meet when I was little. I don't remember what he said exactly, but I thought I might be able to meet him there.
So, if I'd been at the meet, everything would have been okay?
I don't know. I don't think I'd have picked you out as my dad.
Still, the evidence keeps piling up.
And then there's this time machine's name, FG204 something something. What was it?
FG204, 2nd edition, version 2.31.
Oh, that's a Daru name and a half, dude. That's a Daru name and a half. Version 2.31. He always does that version thing. That is Daru and a half. That naming sense. It's got to be Daru.
And FG probably stands for Future Gadget.
So Suzuha's time machine is Future Gadget number 204? Oh my god, guys. Mayuri is a genius. Mary is literally a genius, and everybody thought she was stupid. Mayuri is a fucking genius.
Finally, his name, Barrel Taitor, has to be Daru-kun.
Come to think of it, last night Mayuri asked how to say barrel in Japanese.
Barrel is Taru in Japanese, right, Christian?
Karisu nods. Daru. Daru?
It's a pun?
Okay, Suzu-san, say Hashira Itaru 10 times fast.
Why?
Just say it and find out, haha.
Hashira Taru, 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 Hashira Taru.
Just now, didn't it sound like Daitor?
I don't think so. It did.
Hashira Taru, Hashi Dataru, Hashi Daitoru, Hashi Taitoru.
For reals?
For super reals.
Dude, Mayuri's a genius. I can't believe it, but with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Wow, dude, I was so confident in my freaking Dr. Nakabaki, I should have went with my first guess. My first guess was either me or Daru. Oh my god. I count that as a half right. I guessed it right at first, but I changed my mind. Shit, it's like a test when you answer the right answer first, but then you second guess yourself, you change it. Damn it. But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I can't deny it either. Everyone's jaw drops again, only this time we're staring at Daru and Suzuha.
I think she looks just like her father.
That could just be the placebo effect, but now that you mention it, they kind of do look alike. Nice work, Mayuri. You'll make a great detective one day.
A detective? That's the first time anyone's ever said that.
She's such a diss most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows.
My daughter? Amani, she's my daughter?
Daru, wide-eyed, points at Suzuha while flapping his lips like a fish out of water. Aww, I'm gonna cry, guys. The music, I'm gonna cry. I'm tearing up, man. I'm tearing up, I'm not gonna lie.
Dad?
Could you call me Papa instead?
For once in your life, don't be a perv.
Dad!
Suzuha tries to hold back her tears, but can't. They fall from her eyes and roll down her cheeks. Seeing this, Daru stops his joking and lets Suzuha speak.
I came, Dad. I came to see you. In the time machine you built.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish what you started, I promise.
Yeah.
Watch over me, okay?
Dude, my eyes are welling up, man. I'm holding back the tears. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Woo! You hear that nose? Oh man, the feels.
I'm watching. Of course I am.
Suzuha walks up to Daru and hugs him gently. Daru awkwardly but firmly hugs her back. Father and daughter, reunited across time. I'm truly glad we could bring them together.
But by the way, was your mother cute? Request petite girl with cute face and big boobs.
Oh, that's a secret.
When Suzuha finally steps away from Daru, she's smiling once again.
Well, that takes care of everything I wanted to do on this world line. Guess I should be going.
Wait, you're going already? Don't you have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Suzuha's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, Mayuri dies. I know that, but why am I trying to stop her?
No, I'm fine now. I'm going to get an IBM 5100, just like I promised.
She looks at us with the face of a warrior.
I'll bring it to you here in Akihabara. That's my duty, and I'll see it through. The rest is up to you. Change the future. Please.
Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words, but she sees it in our faces. Resolve. I'm not gonna cry, man. I'm not gonna cry. Woo! I'm getting the feels. Guys, I actually like Suzuha more than I thought. I thought I only liked Mayuri. Shit, I actually like Suzuha. Suzuha has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Suzuha came back from is not the future we desire. In Suzuha's time, Daru and I fought to change it. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mayuri will live. Kadisu will be free. Suzuha will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future. That all these things may come to pass.
Well, soon 35 years. I guess it'll only be a few hours from now for you guys. Haha. Oh, I almost forgot. The time machine gives off terrific ultraviolet rays when it jumps, so be sure not to look directly at it.
With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the latch closes behind her. Moments later, the time machine comes to life. That might be thumbnail Rooney. A shrill alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I'd expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite's sudden activity. They all look up and point. My phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. The mail is from Suzuha. John Titor. Thanks. Goodbye. Goodbye? When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage. I squint my eyes against the brilliance. Suzuha! We will never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out in our time. I know that I will make the effort. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of light will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light.
Suzuha, I'm sure that we'll meet again. I'll do my best until then. I hate myself for not knowing any other way to say it, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best, I promise. So Suzuha, do your best too.
Oh man, dude, I'm choked up, guys. I'm choked up. His words probably can't reach her anymore. As the light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. Oh shit, man, I'm crying. I'm actually crying right now. The next thing I know, Suzuha's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radio Kaken's wall. The air is thick with the smell of ozone, and seems to pulse softly where the time machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past, as if the wind were fate itself. Shit, dude, that was emotional as fuck. Once that main music kicked in, ba 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 ba. That's actually my ringtone, by the way, on my phone. Once that main theme kicked in, oh my god, dude, the feels hit me like a fucking truck. Oh my god, could you guys hear me like choked up as I was reading? Oh my god, dude. This is where if there was a face cam, everyone would be like, look at this faggot crying at a video game. Kill yourself. That's where that would happen, by the way. Just like my Fallout reaction. People on the internet are wonderful people. Damn, dude, I guess I actually liked Suzuha more than I thought. I wonder if I like other characters more than I think. Because I thought I only liked Mayuri, but I guess I actually really like Suzuha. Shit, man, that was some fucking feels. Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn her departure. In about an hour and a half, Mocha's group will attack the lab. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBM 5100 that Suzuha went to 1975 to obtain. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed.
See you in 35 years,
Suzuha said. 54-year-old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine's disappearance would be her cue to bring the IBM 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. It seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. Ha! Whew! No more running. Kurisu gasps for breath while Mayuri calmly munches on a banana. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye. The meter reads 0.337187%. Divergence hasn't changed. Reading Sina didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. Let's think this through. I thought the divergence would change the instant Suzuha obtained an IBM 5100 in 1975, but maybe there's something else that needs to happen. Will it change the instant Suzuha hands me the IBM 5100? Or will it change when we use the IBM 5100 to delete my email from CERN's database? At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuha to arrive.
Suzuha's 54 by now, right?
After catching his breath, Daru speaks. I'm gonna drop a save, just in case.
My daughter's 30 years older than me. I don't know if I want to see that. Feels weird, man.
You know, it wouldn't be unusual for her to have grandchildren by that age.
You mean I could have great-grandkids? I don't know if I'm ready for that, man.
Just be super nice to them. That's what grandpas do.
Please don't call me Grandpa.
A knock on the door interrupts their idle chatter. It must be Suzuha, or Mocha, and she's about to ice us. Everyone looks at me with a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety. I slowly open the door.
Okabe!
What? Instead of an old woman, we get a wall of muscle instead. Our disappointment is palpable. What? Is he somehow fucking related? No, it's you.
Hey, have you seen my part-timer?
Mr. Braun peeks into the lab.
If you're looking for Suzusan, she went 35 years.
Shut up, Mayuri. Kurisu covers Mayuri's mouth.
You know something? Where'd that girl run off to? She took the last couple days off, and I don't know when she's coming next. She won't even answer her phone.
We don't have time for this. but I can't just order him to leave, not unless I want another cracked skull. She said she went back to her hometown. She's probably gone for good.
What? Are you sure?
That brat, she didn't say a word to me. The future is changing. Isn't this proof? On my previous leaves, Mr. Braun never came by the lab. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Now, as long as the attractive field doesn't amend history again. Which it will, because we're not at 1% divergence. So, you know what that means, kids. It means that Mary's gonna die again. Mr. Braun sighs, then turns to me with a serious expression. Well, whatever. I've got something for you, Okabe. For me? He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rentaro, but there's no stamp or postmark. The name Hashida Suzu is written on the back. What is this?
It's from the lady who used to own this building. She asked me to give it to you on this day.
Who?
How did you know Suzu-san, anyway?
Suzu-san? Suzu-san, of course! The name on the back reads Hashida Suzu. Hashida is Daru's surname. Where is she now?
Huh? She passed away 10 years ago.
Passed away? She's dead? A wave of dizziness nearly sweeps me off my feet. How old was she?
Mid-40s, I think.
The age fits. Thank you for taking care of this letter, Mr. Braun. Why'd she die when she's 40?
Huh? Is it from Suzu-san?
Seriously? Why did we have it?
Mr. Braun clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we're not about to explain. I thank him again, he grumbles a bit and leaves. As soon as he's gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Her eyes transfixed begin to read.
Dear Okabe Rentaro, it's me, Amane Suzuha, Hashida Taito's daughter. It's been a long time. Though, for you, I'm sure only a few hours have passed. The day is June 13th, the year 2000. Meaning, I'm writing this 10 years before you'll read it. I'll get right to the point. I failed. 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 I failed.
I failed. Oh my god. Okay, she failed, guys. She failed.
The day is June 14th, the year 2000. About 9 or 10 years before you'll read this. I failed. I only remembered who I was 1 year ago today. The day Nostradamus said the King of Terror would come. Stupid, stupid King of Terror. He should have come and burned us all away. For 24 years, I forgot who I was. All I could remember was my name. I finally remembered 1 year ago. The day the King of Terror was supposed to come, but didn't. There's no King of Terror, but I want to die. The repairs were incomplete. The time machine malfunctioned. When I arrived in 1975, I couldn't remember anything. They found me lying in the street like a broken doll and took me to a hospital. Now, I've been living on my own for years, but that's as Hashida Suzu, a normal person who forgot the duty and mission of Amane Suzuha. I only remembered last year. I failed. Okay, she failed. I failed. I'm a failure. Something went wrong. I don't know what. The repairs were incomplete. But it's not Dad's fault. It's mine. I should have gone straight to 1975. I shouldn't have stopped in 2010, but I was selfish, and now the future is doomed. There's no IBM 5100. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For what purpose have I lived to this age? I forgot my duty and lived a carefree life instead. Now, my life has no meaning at all. It's worthless, worthless, worthless. I wish I hadn't remembered. I'm glad I finally remembered. I'm glad I had this chance to say sorry. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. My plan failed. I spent this whole year asking myself why. I finally figured it out. If I hadn't postponed my leap to 1975, this wouldn't have happened. Okabe Rentaro, after the offline meet, you stopped me from going to 1975. I was really happy, but that's where it all went wrong. I should have left. I shouldn't have waited. That was my last chance. That night, there was a thunderstorm. My time machine was flooded. If you can go back to that day, please, please let me leave. Then I can bring you the IBM 5100. I can fulfill my mission. Please, that's all I want. I promised Dad. This was his dream. I want to change the future. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My life was meaningless.
Alright, let's send an email. My hands curl, crumpling the page. I realize that I'm crying. Suzuha failed. She lost her memory. Her life was meaningless. This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief. I turn to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet. Daru, didn't you fix the time machine?
I did. I thought I did, but I mean, that was my first time repairing a time machine. I might have missed something.
Miss something? Whatever you miss cost your daughter 24 years of her life.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Calm down, both of you. Hashida did everything he could. He doesn't deserve your anger, Okabe. How can you be so calm? That's how I am, sorry. Now calm down. Ugh. It's not Daru's fault, I know that, but it can't end like this, it can't. What was Suzuha feeling as she wrote this letter? I look again at the words scrawled upon the page. Every character resonant with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Suzuha is dead. 10 years gone. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Braun must know what happened. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Braun is outside, closing up shop. Mr. Braun! I run downstairs.
Okabe, did you hear that satellite up and disappeared? Everyone's talking about it.
I guess it's already made the news. Please, I need to know.
Huh? Know what?
Hashida Susan, how did she die?
Why do you want to know that?
He looks at me hard. I meet his stare, unflinching.
I
don't know anything about how she died. I need to know what her last moments were like. I feel that it's my duty to know, to engrave her memory into my heart.
Sounds like you've got a reason. What I want to know is how you knew her.
She was an old acquaintance. That's all I can say. A very old acquaintance, but I still remember the time I spent with her. So please tell me.
I don't like to talk about it, but alright. Listen good, Okabe.
I slowly nod. And then I get my answer.
It was suicide.
The word drops on my heart like an anvil. My knees give out. I collapse to the pavement. Suicide.
She hung herself at home. I was the one who found her.
My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter. Words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve so bleak an end.
She became unstable about a year before it happened. Before that, she was a nice, cheerful lady. This building was hers. She gave me a place to stay. She had no relatives, almost no one came to her funeral. It was a sad thing to see. She handed me that letter a week before it happened. Told me to give it to a young man named Okabe Rintaro on this exact date. When you moved in upstairs, I thought Suzu-san must have seen the future or something.
Enough. I can't take it anymore. I tried to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder.
Oh, Gideon, are you okay?
Mayuri. It must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Mayuri hear how Suzuha died? Her eyes are wet, her lips are trembling. Still, she's the one supporting me. Mayuri and I bow deeply to Mr. Braun and return to the lab. When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer, head on the table. Kadisu is standing in front of the TV, watching an excited reporter talk about Radio Kaken. The disappearance of the satellite is huge news, obviously. The lounge is silent, save for the TV. I look at the table. Alright, kids. The divergence meter still reads the same. It hasn't changed since before Suzuha left. Alright, guys. We need to send an email that makes it so Suzuha leaves before it rains. That's the only way. She has to leave before it rains. We won't have the memories with her, but it's the only way to save her, and it's what she wanted. It was her dying wish. We have to send an email. Because we can't go back with the time leap machine. What went wrong? I can't go back 10 years with the time leap machine. I can't do anything about Suzuha's death. Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe then this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No, what choice did I have? I can't save Mayuri without the IBM 5100. Suzuha had to travel to 1975. I consider my options. What if I redo these 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? Is fixing the time machine even possible? I don't think so. Daru's skills are second to none, and the time machine was built by his own hand 26 years in the future. It seems logical that he would be able to fix it. But look at it another way. It took Daru 26 years to learn enough to build the time machine, and he had to reverse engineer Steins to do it. Maybe it's unreasonable to expect our Daru to perform flawless repairs in only 2 days. In that case, can I have Daru use the time leap machine and repeat these 2 days until he repairs it? No. He'll have to start from scratch each time 2 days just aren't enough. I collapse onto the sofa and bury my face into my hands. That's the answer, guys. We just gotta send an email. Mayuri sits next to me and gently rubs my back. I'm grateful for her kindness. I recall what Suzuha wrote.
If you can't go back to that day, please, please let me leave.
The D-mail I sent. Could that be the cause? On the original word line, Suzuha leapt to 1975 after failing to meet her father. Unsatisfied with that outcome, I sent a D-mail to convince myself to follow Suzuha and prevent her from leaving. As a result, she remained in 2010 for an additional 4 days. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, if I hadn't sent that D-mail to myself, her time machine would not have malfunctioned. She would have arrived safely in 1975. The solution is obvious. I need to cancel that D-mail. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, won't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Our frantic search through the streets of Akiba, her heartfelt confession on the roof of Radio Kagan, her tearful reunion with her father Daru, all of it will be undone. What do I do? An urgent bulletin pops up on the TV. I look up in surprise. Bomb threat suspense. Oh, great. Damn, Mocha's men will be here any minute. There's no time to think, no time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break in the Braun 2 workshop, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. Then, I return to the lab and activate the time leap machine. What are you doing, Okabe? Kurisu demands answers. I can see the fear in her eyes. We can't just leave it like this. I have to do something. Okabe.
But Okin, are you sure?
Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are 2 options. I can cancel the D-mail that convinced me to pursue Suzuha. Sending a contradictory D-mail should do the trick. Or I could time leap again and prevent Suzuha from leaving. 2 options, but really, just one. Do not hesitate, Okabe Rentaru. Hesitation is unforgivable. You already know what you must do. Stop pursuit. Stop pursuit. Last mail. Eastern trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go. Kurisu, you're good at remembering dates, aren't you? Huh? Well, sure. When did we throw that party for Suzuha? 4 days ago, August 9th.
You're sending a Gmail, Okin, but won't that make everything disappear?
4 days. It may not sound like much, but in that time, we've forged a definite bond with Suzuha. To send this D-mail is to sever that bond. Boy, we send in that D-mail. It's the only way for the future. I know that, but this is the only choice I have. I set the phone wave to 120 hours ago. This D-mail should arrive a few hours after the first. Now I just need to send it. Save Mayuri. That is my purpose. That is what drove me to leap through time. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. This is just one more sacrifice. Erase the time you spent with Suzuha. Destroy whatever bond you had. Send the D-mail. Push the button. Isn't that what Suzuha wants? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Send, baby. Bada bing! I start up the microwave. The discharge begins immediately. I place my thumb on the send button.
Are you sure?
Mayuri's voice is choked with tears.
My memories with Susan would disappear. Is that really okay?
Memories flash through my head.
Being with you guys, even just for a little while, was great. I'm going to finish what you started, Dad, I promise.
I'm getting the feels.
Well, see you in 35 years, though I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys, haha. Change the future, please.
Suzuha, I've made my choice. I won't ask for your forgiveness. Ultimately, I'm doing this to save Mayuri, but at the same time, the words you spoke on that rooftop are still strong in my heart. You entrusted me to be your hope for the future. If I am to honor that wish and fulfill mine, then the time we spent together can never have happened. Aww. Shit. Future me. I think that was like a .07 change. Chapter 7, Made in Complex. Hey, we made it to Chapter 7, which means we didn't get the Chapter 6 ending. I think. I guess that was the choice, kids. That was the choice that determined. So if you didn't send the D-mail, then you got the Suzuha ending. So there you go, that was the choice. Bada bing, bada boom. The world shatters into geometric shapes that expand and contract like rubber toys. Light gathers between my eyes. Stars explode behind my eyelids. And on that note, we're gonna end the episode. I said it would be short, but it was just too intense. There were a lot of feels in that episode, dude. I'll be honest, I cried. I actually cried that episode. I was crying. I won't lie to you guys. We all know that I'm a big emotional baby. But isn't it strange that I didn't cry when Mayuri, my favorite character, died, but I was crying when Suzuha had to leave? I think that's really just because with Mayuri, I was like, no, I can change this. Like, I was confident that I'd be able to change this, you know, that I'd be able to save her. With Suzuha, man, it felt final. And it was final. And that hit me, dude. It hit me like a fucking truck. Hopefully you can still understand me through my crying. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Looks like the series will go on. And we have made we were one step closer to the true ending of the game. Because we didn't get the Suzuha ending. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great one. And I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye!